Okay, I'm driving along here. I left Interstate 40 and I'm taking a back road toward Bullhead City in Laughlin, Nevada. I think this is the old Highway 66. And I'm going to encounter a wild burro or a couple of wild burros here on this mountain road. The history of these wild burros, they were let loose by gold miners who eventually gave up, I think around 1910, 1920 in the area. This is Arizona. And they became wild. And so here I am, I'm driving up to us pullout with some scenery, and there's a wild burro there hanging out by the cars. And so I roll my window down, and this wild burro comes up to me, friendly as hell, and sticks his head in the car looking for something. I put my hand out. He's friendly as hell. He says, "Give me some food." So I didn't have any specific burro food, but I looked and I found I was eating these dried apple chips that I had made. I have an apple tree and I dry the apples. And darned if he didn't like them. He took a real liking to them. And I'm feeding them. But these burros are so tame. They're a wild animal. And they are so trusting with humans. I'm sure once in a while, they come out and get handouts. I'm nowhere near any city or town where there are people. It must be at least 20 or 30 miles from where there's anybody. And these guys are so used to people. They're eating out of my hand. And now I travel in New Mexico, Arizona, and I counted wild horses a couple times. And you drive by them in a car, and they don't take much attention to you. But if you stop and get out of the car, they immediately withdraw. And I had that happen. And if there's a herd of them, a stallion comes out to meet you, and the rest of the herd just backs up as if to say, "I don't want to see you." But these guys are completely different. And the donkey, this is called the burro, but it's a donkey, obviously. You can see it looks just like a donkey. It is a donkey. And it is so humanized. These guys have been out since 1920, and they still have this trust and gentleness with human beings. And it's very interesting because a donkey is a very fearless animal with regard to predators. In the area where I live in California, people who have livestock that are vulnerable keep a donkey in their herd, and the donkey will kill coyotes. It'll chase them and kill them. And I've even seen a video where a donkey killed a mountain lion. And so they're fearless animals. They're not afraid of anything. And yet, with human beings, as you can see here, and I've seen lots of other short documentaries, short videos and stuff on how sweet they are. They must have been in human contact and existence for a long time because they're just so normalized to people. Nope, no more. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Look at how gentle he is. You're a sweetheart. You're a sweetheart. You're a sweetheart. Okay, I gotta go.
That's all, folks.